Hello everybody and welcome to another Battleground Games Live! Hi there, this is Andrew from the loft at Battleground Games and Hobbies in Abington, Massachusetts. And with me we have...
I'll go.
You go.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Travis. How's it going?
Hi, Amanda.
And for anybody who hasn't had an opportunity to join us in the past, we play casual, fun board games every Friday night at about this time. We're usually at 7:30.
Give or take.
We're a little bit late today.
These things happen.
Not too bad.
I've had computer problems all day, and they just sort of rolled
your
into
computer
this.
has been cranky today.
Yeah.
It got stuck on an update for hours.
Yeah,
today.
I'm still running Windows 2007. So, yeah, it gets cranky at times.
Just a bit.
But that's fine.
Anyway, here we are.
Yeah. And
we're
going to
gonna play,
Shadows Over Camelot. We decided before we started streaming that we're going to do a casual 3-player no traitor game.
Yeah.
So none of us is the traitor. Go us.
We're all loyal.
Shall
That's what we
pick
want you to believe right now.
some
Yes.
random characters for us to be. Here. Choose a knight.
I am Sir Percival.
Travis?
I am.
You're multiple
there we go.
characters.
I'm King Arthur.
Oh, you go first. If he had not John King Arthur, the first player would be the youngest player at the table.
So that still
That
would
would
have
It would
been
still
me,
been you.
But
Yes. I am Sir Galahad. So,
Can I please have Sir Percival?
sure. What color is Percival?
Gray or white, maybe?
Yep, white.
Arthur is red. So my friend Sarah, who is hopefully going to be joining us for my birthday stream tomorrow, has a copy of this, and we played it with her and our friends Jen and Tim. And I have offered to Sarah to paint her figures because they are nice little figures that are unique to each character. It's not just, oh, you have the white one and you have the green one and you have the red one. It's they actually are unique figures, which is very cool. So I have offered to Sarah to paint her figures. I just need time.
We should also thank John Toomey, who is one of our streamers. If you watched the Extra Life Marathon, you will have seen a lot of John. This is his copy of Shadows that we're playing today, because the store demo copy seems to have vanished, which is whatever.
it's just somewhere else right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's not here.
Oh,
So
what-
thank you, John, for letting us borrow your game. We very much appreciate it.
Yeah.
What I did notice too, just as you handed out the minifigures, because I didn't really look at them earlier.
Yeah.
This is my first time with the game. Is that the minifigure does match the artwork that
Yeah.
is
Oh,
yeah.
on each player card.
So I'll show that when we switch cameras and we have the
I
document.
think I
camera.
had the black or the blue the first time we played. And he's got like a scimitar. He's very cool.
Oh,
I forget who that
Oh,
was.
we should each get our die too.
yeah.
We get our hit points. So, for those unfamiliar with this game, it is a cooperative game. There's the option to have a traitor, but
Yeah.
they recommend for your first playthrough you play without a traitor. Where we are the Knights of the Round Table, we will embark on various quests, and our goal is ultimately to get more white swords on the table, the round table, than there are black swords by the end of the game.
The table being
Yeah.
up here. They get laid out on the table.
Yep.
And so, the swords have two sides to them,
Yep.
white and black. The idea being that we want to gather white swords and not black ones.
Yeah.
And the game will end when either all of us are dead,
Yep.
which we lose in that case.
Yeah, we really hope
Or
that's not how
when
things
we
are- how
acquire
things go.
12 swords in the circle here.
Well, there's actually two other circumstances under
Yeah.
which we die. There's a field out in front of the round table here.
The siege engines.
Yep, where siege engines will appear.
Yeah.
If every siege engine spot is filled, we automatically lose. And if there are ever 7 or more black swords on the round table,
Because
it's impossible for
at
us
that
to
point,
have a winning hand at that point.
mathematically.
So we lose then. So we also get some white cards. We've each got one Merlin. And then how many white cards do we start with in this setup? So Amanda and I have played this.
Yes.
And Travis has read the instructions. So already we're well ahead of where we usually
Yeah,
are
this is like-
on a Friday night when we're trying out a brand new game.
I mean,
Setting up.
I did read words earlier that were in
There
that
were
book you're
words.
holding.
But then we played flip ships.
But then I
Yeah.
played a different game. Much
We
different
played
than
flip
this
ships
one.
and beat the mothership, which was awesome. Travis cleared out the field.
And then you got the satisfaction of hitting the mothership twice in a row.
Flip Ships is such a fun game. We highly recommend it. Would you put me on the yellow space on the round table?
But yeah, you totally cleaned house in that game, which was awesome because that let me go for the mothership because otherwise I would have had to keep going. For the
Amanda,
field.
can you deal us out 5 cards each from the white deck?
What they say, teamwork makes the dream work, right?
And then let's each talk about our special ability.
It's 5 each.
Thank you. Because we each have a special ability that our knight can do.
And I should
So,
look at what my
Sir
ability is.
Galahad, once per turn during my heroic action phase, I may play a special white card for free. Special white cards have a special symbol on them. I'll show that to you in a couple of moments. Nice. Okay, I've got some good cards in my hand already.
Hey, I'm playing Sir Percival, and Sir Percival's special power is, during the progression of evil, you may peek at the top black card before deciding whether to draw it or select another evil action.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's sort of, I mean, one of the ultimate artifacts you can get, the suit of armor, I believe
Yeah.
it is. Or maybe it's the Excalibur. But when you have it, it lets you draw 2 cards. You basically scry. You draw 2 cards,
Yeah.
and then one of those is the one you're going to encounter, and the other goes on the bottom of the deck. But, all right. And Travis.
And I am King Arthur. My special power is once per turn, I may exchange 1 white card face down with another knight of my choice.
Very handy. I do remember that from the last time we played. That
yeah,
was very
that
handy.
was a very useful thing to be able to do.
So we're allowed to strategize with each other. The game discourages us from just flat out saying what we have in our hands.
I remember saying, "I'm very thirsty."
Yes,
Are
I
you
could use a drink.
thirsty? To sort of communicate that you need a Grail card.
I mean that at least works better than I was thinking of some sort of contrived Little John reference. This
Yeah.
that's a bit of a
It's
dated
Robin Hood,
reference
Robin
in a
Hood.
different way at this point.
Yeah. And things like, one is the loneliest number, but I like being lonely. You need a 1.
All right. I'm
things
going to
like that.
switch cameras so that the folks in chat, of which there are teeming millions, can see the game board.
For the millions
Yeah, there's
millions.
me in chat, basically, so.
There we go. So here's the game board. And you can see that there are several different areas that we will be questing to. And we'll get into that as we play. I think the best way to learn, as always, is just to dive in.
Yeah.
So Travis, you move first. So 2 things happen on your turn. And it's actually on your card here. Oh, I should put my card. There we are. You can see my card so that you guys can follow along in chat. So 2 things happen during your turn. First, the progression of evil.
Evo.
So you're going to draw, or you choose. There are several different things you can choose. You could take 1 point of damage, you could, let me read the card, draw a black card and play it, or just add a siege engine to the area outside of Camelot. It's tempting early on to just add those siege engines, but towards the end of the game, it can become quite challenging.
Because they come out for other reasons.
Yeah,
at times.
so there's how many spots out there? 12 spots?
Yeah.
So, yeah, the siege engines populate quickly, and the further you get into the game, the faster they come out. I feel like we should try not to do that early on. There's less risk in just drawing and playing a black card early on, I think.
Well, I have always been susceptible to the power of suggestion, so...
Now, if it's an absolutely nightmarish, awful thing, we can coordinate together, I believe, to play 3 Merlins. Or no, I guess you have to have 3 Merlins in your hand.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, guys, the Dark Forest. No further Grail card may be played until a quest is victoriously completed.
Wow. Okay.
Just right off the bat.
Ouch.
I mean, so the Grail is annoying because you have to get so many Grail cards. However, we also learned something last time we played this, which is that you really don't want to go after those extra quests early on because you get sort of tied up in them. And you
and
aren't
if you, for
doing
example,
the stuff
get
around
Excalibur
here.
early in the game, this card flips over, and anytime an Excalibur attack happens, it just puts out a
siege engine.
Siege engine.
It's horrible. So you don't want to complete those quests too early because it will screw you. They're meant to be long-term.
In the same regards, that also these are the quests that get you the artifacts that give you the additional abilities.
Yeah, so the
Yeah.
Grail is nice if one of us is about to die.
Yes.
You want to have already achieved the Grail at that point because it saves somebody's life.
So
Excalibur lets you add one to combat you participate in, and
The
Lancelot's
suit of
armor,
This is the suit of armor here.
you get to basically scry the black cards.
So, all that considered,
Yeah.
we can cancel this out as soon as we complete a quest,
Which can
Any
be
quest.
any of these.
Yeah.
You can have multiple people working
Let
on
me
this.
consult my hand.
Right. So, I figured I was going to, and I only do one for. I can only move to the quest area to start, right?
I think so. You can move to it, but then you can't do.
Right. So your options after you've done the something awful happens, you get to do something good. And there are 3 options there. You may... Oh, that's the game lost. I guess there's more than 3. You can move to a new quest. You can perform a quest's heroic action. You can play 1 special white card from your hand. You can discard 3 identical cards to gain 1 life point. Or you can accuse a knight. We're not going to do that because
Yeah, because we
obviously
don't have any traders.
there's no traders.
So
And you may also do a second action if you pay 1 life point.
So one of the things that my special power happens during the progression of evil.
Yep.
The card has sort of the, if desired, perform a second action by sacrificing a life point, and then if desired, play your special power. It's listed at the end of the card, the end of the turn stuff.
But your special
because my
action
special
happens,
action
yeah.
has to do with the progression of evil, that's when I would do it.
So, I'm going to move myself to one of the fight
If you
areas.
are open to advice, beef your hand is always a good thing to do because
Yeah.
having more cards in your hand is handy. And one of the things you can do at the round table is draw 2 white cards.
Oh, that is the heroic action when you're at the round table.
Correct.
Didn't know that. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Now that I know that that's an option.
Yeah, it's good to have a good handful of useful cards before you go questing. And now it is your turn, Amanda. First, something awful happens.
Yeah, first something awful happens, but before that happens, I'm just going to take a peek.
Travis, I suspect your phone is on camera.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Just so you're aware, you're telling the chat, whatever you put on your phone.
Oh no, it's keeping an eye in case it's anything important.
Yeah.
Off camera now.
I'm going to draw that card, I guess.
Okay.
So it is a despair card.
Despair.
So we lay on the first empty card spot farthest from the Holy Grail. If the spots are filled, remove the closest Grail card instead. So.
Well, that's fine. We're not able to complete the Grail quest right now anyways because we've got that forest that we have to get rid of.
Yeah.
All right.
Super.
Now you get to do a heroic action.
Yes, I do. So
Travis, for your knowledge, I know you looked at the instructions, but in order to complete most of the quests, you need certain cards in your hand already. Mm-hmm. As King Arthur, you have the ability to exchange cards, right? Is it trade cards or just give cards?
Exchange.
Okay. So
I'm actually, let me do my action.
Sure, go ahead.
Because you're cutting me off mid-turn.
No,
which is,
it's not nice.
Go ahead. I'm actually going to play a special card.
Ooh, what's happening?
Fate. Loyal, all knights draw one white card.
Awesome.
So
Thank you.
everyone gets a card.
Yay.
Could you pass me a card? Thank you. That's awesome. Ooh. Okay. And that gets discarded. Let me show it to chat so they can see what a special white card. Special white cards have this little symbol here. That indicates that it's a special white card as opposed to just a regular white card. You'll see a lot of those later.
Yeah.
So, thank you, Amanda, for letting me have a free card.
This is why I wanted you to let me do my action, because I was going to give you a thing.
What I was saying to Travis is, just so you know what you need in your hand before you go to a place.
Yeah.
These solo quests, which are fighting the Black Knight here and fighting the Black Knight here, I believe that's the only solo quests. They require you to have in your hand before you go there all the white cards you're going to need in order to beat it. No,
well,
there's
there are
spots.
multiple people you can have.
Yeah,
there. That's right.
So for the solo quests, you need to have in your hand, for example, if you're fighting the Black Knight, 2 of a kind and 3 of a kind. In order to fight in the jousting competition, you need 2 pair.
Right.
And the book explicitly states that 4 of a kind is not 2 pair,
No.
which is frustrating.
It's A and B.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Not A
If
and A.
for whatever reason you get booted off of that solo quest, do we have somebody in chat?
Hey, Patrick.
Hi, Patrick.
Awesome. Let us know how epic Spell Wars 3 is.
It looks hilarious.
It looks ridiculous.
Yeah.
And Shadows is a lot of fun. Like we were saying, Andy and I have played it before, and we really enjoyed it, which, we don't usually play games on the stream that we've played before, but we've played this once.
Yes. So what I was saying is, if you get knocked out of one of the solo quests, any white cards you've placed there are discarded.
Yeah.
They're gone. Which means,
That's unfortunate.
your
it's
progression
really
is lost,
irritating.
which is really bad. So you kind of want to have everything you need in your hand before you do those. If you go to fight the Saxons or the Picts, those are multiple person quests, so multiple people
You
can
just put stuff
participate.
down.
But you do have to, in order, play out a straight. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We're setting off a fireworks display on the beach.
Yep.
Exactly.
But
Same combination
you have
as
to
luggage.
coordinate with the other players in order. Those are probably the easiest ones to win.
And that's what's nice about these is they do give you a decent reward. You get a white sword for completing it. You get 4 white cards for completing it, which is really awesome.
Which is divided up
And-
amongst whomever is on the beach or in the
time.
hills when they
and you
complete
get a
it.
life point, which is sweet.
Yes, regaining life is handy.
So yeah, so that was my turn, Andy.
Okay,
It is your turn now.
it is my turn. I am just going to reveal a black card. It is Morgan Le Fay.
Ugh.
Immediately draw and play the next 3 cards from the top of the black draw pile.
Ick.
If you will discard that for me, just keep it off the board so we don't get them mixed up. 1. Lancelot and the Dragon. So now there is a card here to be beaten. When you play your 3 of a kind and 2 of a kind, your total must be greater than the total shown here, which right now is 5.
Okay.
2. Despair.
Okay.
3. Another Lancelot and the Dragon, but this one's only a 1, so there are now 6 on Lancelot and the Dragon. If he gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards out, he automatically wins. We get a black sword on the thing, and anybody who's standing here gets dinged for 1 point of damage.
Yeah.
So already, the battle against the Black Knight is not going well. All right. Now I get to do something heroic.
Yep.
That was not a great move on my part, but that's okay. It's okay. I'm going to use my special ability. My special power is once per turn, I can play 1 special white card for free.
Yay.
Reinforcements. Draw 4 white cards, or let each other knight draw 1 white card. How are your hands doing, guys?
I've got some things I can't use at the moment at all.
I'm feeling all right.
I too have a couple of things that I can't use right now. I feel like
About
I
half
really
of my
need to
hand
increase
is what
my
I can't
hand.
use.
Okay. Okay. Then I'm going to say everybody gets 1 more white card. And if you want to just toss that. Thank
That
you.
was very useful, actually, so.
And pass me a card. 'Cause it's all knights, not fair. Okay. Okay. That's a thing. All right. All right, so these don't help me much. I'm going to... You know what? We're still early in the game.
Yeah.
I'm just going to continue drawing. Maximum hand size is 12.
Wow.
So we're a ways away from that.
Yeah.
I'm going to just draw 2 more cards since I'm in at the round table. Yeah, okay. Huh.
Is it maximum hand size 12, or you cannot draw cards if you're at 12?
You cannot draw... that's a good question. That's a
if
good
someone
distinction.
else
I'm pretty
has
sure...
you draw like 3 cards and you're at 10.
Right.
Let me
have
consult
to
the manual
discard
on
one,
that,
or do
and
you
we're
just
not going to
not
run
get-
into that problem immediately, so
Yeah.
let me consult the manual.
Yeah, it's just a curious question. Yeah.
It is your turn, Travis, so something awful has to happen.
Taking a hit.
Ow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the beach.
Okay. Now, you could pay a life to take it. That is an action, going to the beach.
Oh!
Yeah.
So it is.
So you could pay a life to take an action at the beach.
Or you can wait until your next turn.
I'm biding my time then.
Okay.
All right. So, Amanda, it is your turn.
I'm going to draw 2 cards. Or first I'm going to peek at the top black card.
Not something we want to encounter.
Not at the moment. So I'm gonna take a hit.
Instead of drawing. Okay.
And I'm going to draw 2 white cards. Very nice. All right.
All right. Are you going to pay a life to do anything further, or?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay, it is
I'm good.
my turn.
Yes.
So I already have from Amanda the knowledge that I probably should not flip that next card. Probably puts us in a bad place.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not end of the world,
Travis
but it's
is
not
on
great.
the beach. Travis, may I make an inquiry of you? How to put this?
Look, I'm just saying, you may want to congratulate me towards the end of my venture.
Okay,
Okay.
that's a good way of putting things. Okay. I then... Let me consult my hand again. I am going to need some help next turn.
Okay.
I am going to
Are you going to a place?
put a siege engine out
Okay.
in lieu of taking a damage. I'm going to go to the hills. Yes. And I'm going to pay 1 life to take an extra action. I'm now at 3 life, and I'm going to put the first card out in the hills.
Nice.
And I am going to say, I can take no further action in these hills until somebody joins me and assists me. But after that, I'm good.
All right.
Travis,
You need
I need a little push.
a little push,
assistance.
a little
I
motivation.
can tell you that I can do a little push.
Okay.
So
Well,
I may be joining you.
I mean, I can too.
Yeah. But you're at the beach.
Right.
So Travis, something awful happens first.
Yeah, first something
How
bad
awful
happens.
is the thing that's going to happen? Your options are pay another life, which, that you can't sustain that for very long.
Yeah.
Put out another siege engine, or play the next black card, which we all suspect we know what it is, or at least I have a strong suspicion.
It's unpleasant.
It's not the end of the world, but
It's halfway to the end of the world.
it makes things unhappy
Yeah.
for at least one of the things that we're trying to do.
Yep, sure. So maybe another siege engine
Okay.
would be the least.
So another siege engine
Awful
goes into
thing
place.
right
I
now.
aimed this siege engine away from Camelot, so let's turn that one around. There we go.
So
Hey, Joe, turn it around.
Hey, we can't lose if the siege engines are all backed into their spaces, right?
Yes.
well, if I were to all right, because it's an exchange. A special power is at the
Yeah.
end of my turn. Is that how the or can
What
I?
does it say on it? It just says
It's
Once
just
per turn.
I assume
personally, I think that
anytime
means
during your
anytime.
turn.
So, I think I have a card that may aid you in your expedition.
Okay.
And if you had anything that you wish to throw my way,
I mean, I have some things that are helpful only. I feel like fighting the Picts and the Saxons is a 2-person quest.
Yeah.
So Amanda says that she can possibly help me next turn.
I can help you out.
Let's exchange, and then you can exchange with Amanda next turn. So let me give you this.
okay,
And don't give me something that'll help me where I am.
okay. Well, I'll just give you. Don't give you that.
Right.
Actually, you know what? I'm still gonna give it because I have.
Okay. There you go.
You're just so flush.
I'm flush.
All right. So that was your free action during your turn.
Yep, and so
You'll start that quest.
I'll lay
Excellent.
that down.
Amanda's turn. Something awful happens. I say go ahead
Just do
and
it?
do it. Yeah.
All right. It's Sir
It's another
Lancelot.
Sir Lancelot.
Yeah.
This one for 3. Okay?
Not thrilled.
No. It's okay.
I'm
It's okay.
going to head to the hills
Yep.
to hang out with you.
You could pay a life.
I could.
I think it would be helpful if you did.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
Okay. You're
So
down
I'm
to
at
2.
2. And funnily enough, I'm gonna put out a 2.
What a miracle!
How amazing! And I could even help with the next thing. So I have a
We've got
little
it
more
covered.
help I can do.
We've got it covered. Okay. So now it's my turn.
The thing is, I can't help much beyond that, or
Fine.
at all.
That's fine. So I'm going to do this. Morrigan. One knight immediately loses 2 life points, or each knight discards 1 white card. I feel like discarding is the better choice. We all have cards that we can't currently use.
Oh, I do.
Not that one.
I do. I have
Yeah.
one of those. What am I doing?
And that's discarded.
I mean, you sure aren't thirsty. We know that.
I'm going to take a free action. As my free action, I'm going to play Merlin. Merlin has several abilities. One of Merlin's abilities is remove 1 siege engine or last standard black card played on a quest of your choice.
Okay.
Or play 3 Merlin cards collectively to cancel 1 special black. I only have, well, I won't say I only have that, but since this is a free action for me, I'm going to go ahead and play Merlin and get rid of this card.
Excellent. Sounds
So
good.
that card is gone. That's discarded. That was my free action. And now as my next action, I'm going to play a 3 on
Excellent.
the hills. Travis, first something awful.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
How bad is it?
Right.
I mean,
Oh, it's a
Oh.
5.
it's-
That's
I'm
worse
glad
than
you
the
got
one I
rid of
just
that
got rid
3.
of. Oh well. All right. You can use your free action to help Amanda.
Or I could possibly just forget that ever happened.
Oh, could you?
But that would take up your turn. Because you don't get a free action. to
Yeah, I
play
don't get a
special
free
knight.
action like you do on that one. So
But you get to use your special power no matter what.
And we know
Right.
that Amanda has a need at this moment.
you have a mighty need.
Yeah, the thing that I can do, I can't do now. The help that I could give has been given.
But if you perhaps
Had a little more help to
yeah,
give.
I think I can help me help you.
I thank you.
All right, so that was a free action.
Yeah.
Now you get to do something else, Travis.
Yep. And we're just gonna
A 2. A 1.
a two.
And now it's Amanda's turn, unless Travis wants to pay a life and do something else. You can't do the same action you already did, so you can't play
It
a
has to be a
3.
different heroic
But you could
action.
pay a life to move, or you could pay a life to play a special white. You're at 3 life already, so.
You know what? Chance favors the bold. You get rid of that.
You also are using a Merlin. Okay.
Excellent.
That's a 5.
Yeah,
I can't.
5 is
Yeah,
tough.
not
Okay.
fun, not fun. All right,
Now it is Amanda's turn.
I'm gonna take a peek.
That's a cool ability. Let's not forget you can do that.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Excalibur, move Excalibur 1 spot closer to defeat,
Ah,
because we haven't touched Excalibur yet.
this is
so-
defeated. Oh no, this is defeat, so
Yeah.
it goes there.
Yep.
There we go. It's moving further away from the shore. That's not bad at all.
No, like that's fine. And now I am going to play a card here.
All right, and it passes to me.
Yes, it does.
I'm kind of hoping that this next card is a Pict or a Saxon,
Yeah, so that we can.
because then we're going to defeat it immediately. No, it's a Lancelot 3.
And
I shuffled these cards very well. We just haven't hit any Picts or Saxons
I mean, it
yet.
truly is random,
Yeah, it's random.
right?
I'm going to go ahead and complete this quest with a 5.
Go for it.
There's a 5.
So we have completed the quest.
We have completed the quest. The Picts and Saxons, as well as the fighting on the pitch here,
Yep.
are repeating quests, so they go on forever. But
Right.
because we have completed that quest, we get a white sword. Yay, us!
Go us.
We've defeated that, so that's gone.
Yep.
So now we can quest for the Grail if we so
Now we
desire.
have 4 white cards that you get to
Yep.
divvy up.
So right now my hand is kind of depleted,
Yeah,
but so is yours.
I
Do you want
mean-
to just get 2 each?
sure.
Thank you.
And we get 1 hit point.
Excellent.
I'm at 2.
I get 1 hit point because
Oh,
I
you-
completed it, I think. Actually,
Okay.
let me double check that.
Because the
I'm gonna
board
look at the
isn't clear.
quests. They have a book of quests that we can consult. It tells us exactly what happens. Tournament. Lancelot, Dragon, no.
How do you move Excalibur while you're there?
I believe it's discarding 3 of a kind? Playing 2 of a kind? Let me double check.
Okay.
Picts and Saxons War. Any knight on the quest win 1 life. And they share 4 white cards and immediately go back to the
so we
round
both
table.
get a life.
So we actually are beamed back to the round table as well.
Nice.
So I'm back
Beamed
to
back.
4.
Yes.
That's
I think that the flavor is we claim the white sword and drag it back to the table and put it there. Because
The two of
the
us.
actual text is, and immediately go back to the round table where 1 new white sword is laid. So, excellent. I believe that when we gain the white cards, we actually get to look at them collectively and decide what we take.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to go back to victory. White cards shared. Draw from the top of the white card pile as many cards as indicated. Those cards are then shared among the knights present on the quest. If no agreement can be reached, then they are shuffled and dealt out randomly. So the implication to me there is we know what those cards are and only pass them out if we don't
agree
on who gets what. So what we had from that was a 1 fight, a Grail, another Grail, and the
A Lady of the Lake, which is why I was asking about that.
Ah. Okay, so let me quickly flip to how do we advance Excalibur? Discarding a white card while on the quest of Excalibur causes the sword to move 1 step closer. So all you need is a white card to discard.
Oh,
What does she do?
she just, if it hasn't been finished, you move it 1 spot closer to victory. If it has been finished, you play this card to gain 2 life points.
Wow.
Yeah, she's awesome.
And you don't have to be there, I assume. That just
Right.
means that she's moving the sword with her mental powers from wherever you are.
Well, yeah, she's the Lady of the Lake. I'm playing her, and she's moving the sword.
All right, so let's talk
she's,
about
she's already at the lake.
Yeah,
the
she's in the
risk
lake.
reward involved in this at this stage. So, the first game that Amanda and I played, we collectively as a group got Excalibur very early.
Yes.
The result was every time an Excalibur card came up in the black deck, we got another siege engine.
Yeah,
which made
was
things
a giant
tough.
pain. So we don't want to do that too soon. Sarah was really fixated on getting Excalibur. She really wanted Excalibur. That
Uh-huh.
was like her thing. I don't think we need to be getting it, but I would like it to not fail. So I do think we need to sort of be keeping an eye on it
Okay.
and not letting it get too far away
Shall
from
I
us.
take the Lady of the Lake because I can play her as a free action during my turn?
That's a good idea.
Okay,
yeah.
so I'll take the Lady. Do you need a 1 fight? I have no particular reason to have a 1 fight.
I mean, I don't have a particular reason to have it either, but otherwise I get 2 Grail cards.
I mean, we'd split it up however we want.
Yeah.
Like, you could
well,
give all the cards to me if you wanted.
I guess I'll take a Grail,
Okay.
and you can have the rest of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
I don't really need 2 Grails at
All
the
right.
moment.
We should maybe think about the Grail. The Grail is important to get when somebody's low in life.
Yes.
And Travis is at 2, but eventually he's going to defeat these Saxons here.
I mean,
Hopefully. In theory. Anyways, I completed the quest.
I
It is now Travis's turn, and something awful is going to happen.
is it?
I mean, something's gonna happen. How awful is it?
Draw from the awful deck.
How awful?
Morgan, immediately add 2 siege engines around Camelot.
Ooh, well, this is a better time to get that than late game,
True.
when that is like possibly an instant death. But we are 1/3 of all the siege engines, so we're gonna have to start defeating some siege
Yeah, we'll
engines.
have to go out and fight siege engines.
So the way that you fight siege engines is you
Just
play
stand here.
Yeah, you stand there, which is a free action if you're in Camelot. Thank you. And then you play as many white cards from your hand as you want, as many fight cards as you want, and then you roll an 8-sided die. If your total is greater than the die roll, you win and defeat a siege engine.
Okay.
If you don't win, you just don't defeat a siege engine, and you've lost those white cards. I don't have much that will help me in fighting siege engines at this
I
stage.
believe you don't win and you lose a health? If
Oh,
Yeah.
I think you may be
reading
correct. You may well be right. Let's see. Amanda, do you want to do something terrible while I look that up?
I guess I'll see what sort of terrible stuff is going to happen. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Move Excalibur 1 space away, because you have a card that'll let you move it 2 spaces closer, or a space closer. So. I'm going to stay at the round table and draw 2 cards. I need to refill my pile, my heap.
So, as I'm getting
Yes,
towards
you're
the-
correct, Travis. You do lose a life if you fail to defeat a siege engine.
So as I'm getting towards the end of the battle here, somebody may just want to come congratulate me, and,
I unfortunately can't.
clap their hands in victory.
Give him a hive.
Yeah, I can't do that.
I'm just saying somebody may
somebody
wish
would.
to.
I really
Okay.
only have a couple of fingers on my hand, so it's
An
not a high.
unfortunate-
It wouldn't be a high five if I was giving you any congratulations. It
When
might
the-
be like a high.
When the Lady of the Lake was handing out swords, she handed them blade
Yeah.
towards
Yeah,
you. There was
and
an
I
accident.
I lost a couple of fingers, so yeah, on one hand and most on the other. So
You shook
kinda
hands
like-
with danger.
yes, I shook hands with danger. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Danger, of course, is the
Amanda,
nickname
so
for our
you drew
woodchipper
cards
out
and it's
back.
my turn now?
What on?
You drew cards and it's my turn now?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna draw a black card. Excalibur. Move Excalibur away.
Dang it. You're gonna have to use that Lady of the Lake.
That's fine. All right. I'm gonna move myself to the lake.
Do it.
You would pass me. There's
Yep.
me. Thank you.
Sorry.
I'm standing here by the lake, and I'm going to discard a card. I'm going to use a free action to use the Lady of the Lake.
Do it.
I'm not bothering to hang on to her for a long time, so that's a
Yeah.
free action. How many spaces are there on the Grail track?
7.
I can do a little less than half of that with what's in my hand.
I can also do a little less than half of that with what's in my hand.
So collectively, the three of us could do the entire Grail quest at this stage
Yeah, we
with
could.
what we have in our hand. I'm going to discard a Grail and move this one more space. Oh, I have to pay a life to do that. Sorry. Because that's taking an action after
Yeah.
moving. I'm at 3 life now. Travis. Yeah, I know, right? The danger aspect of this. There's a lot of risk involved in this game. What did you draw? What happens? You're thinking about it very hard.
It says if I play it face down, I can draw a card. So I'm gonna. I'm gonna play it face down.
Interesting. Okay.
Am I misreading that?
You have to put it on the track.
Oh,
Yeah.
well then.
There you go. Yes.
There we go.
And then draw a white card.
Okay, yeah.
In a game in which there may be a traitor, that can be
Yeah.
a sign
Right.
that you're the traitor, but you get a card in your hand.
I'm just saying he's
Right.
You play
weak.
it face down, so you're the only
He's-
one who knows how tough that joust is right now.
he hasn't been training very hard.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he was
So
the
that
backup
was
Black Knight.
the nasty thing. Now you get to do something good. Excellent.
Somebody really should
I
offer
really,
some
wish I could.
congratulations.
I really wish I
Yeah,
could do
so
that.
many cards have happened here. All right. Amanda,
Yeah.
it is your turn. Unless Travis
Now,
wants to pay a life, and I
in-
suspect not, since he's at 2.
No, I will ask. I mean, does anybody require any aid of sorts on their end? Seems like you guys are fixated on.
Oh, good thinking. At this stage, I don't have enough in my hand to do anything
I can
of
send my
value,
squire
really.
off and send
I
aid
don't think I have any
on my
need of
behalf.
that at this time.
So I'm not gonna be looking for a grail by myself right now.
Right.
I feel like, so in our experience, the Grail gets very difficult because there are black cards that make it harder to get the Grail. So it's something we'll want to attack as a
Sooner
group
rather than later.
all together.
Yeah.
That being said, once it's defeated, there's the risk of getting a lot more siege engines. It's
Right.
risk reward. I need more cards in my hand. At this
Okay, I'm
stage.
looking at the black card that's on top.
Okay. If it is a high value or a high number, oh, you're looking at a different track than I was thinking. Okay, something's going to happen.
No, I'm looking at the track I think you're thinking.
Okay, don't worry about it. It is not to be worried about.
And it's a low value, but Lancelot won.
Oh, it's a 1. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's good. That's fine.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I am
How many
going.
spaces are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So one more and we lose the Lancelot quest,
Yeah.
resulting in 1 black sword. It's not the worst thing that could happen.
Yeah. All right. I am going to stay where I'm at.
Stay right where you am.
Yes. And draw 2 more cards.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm at 11
11.
cards right now.
I never did find the answer to that question. All right.
Oh my god. Okay, well, I'm just going to point out right now, guys, that I'm probably going to head towards Lancelot
Okay.
sometime in the near future.
I will keep Lancelot from winning then.
Or yeah, keep that from getting
Finalized? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to actually pay a life to do an action and play a Merlin to take the last card off.
Oh, okay. Lovely.
I need to keep that clear because
All right.
yeah. On my lonesome, I can probably do something about that.
So I am going to, I guess, reveal the top card. Despair. Oh, the anguish. And then I will I'm not going to take my free action. I'm going to draw 2 cards. If I may have 2 cards.
You're over at the lake.
Oh, geez. You're so right. I can't draw 2 cards from the lake. I have to move over there and pay a life to draw 2 cards. Jonk. Now I'll draw 2 cards. Thank you. Okay.
I can only play 1 card at a time on Lancelot, right?
Right.
Yeah. Annoying.
Yeah, it takes time, but don't worry about it. We can hold him off for a little while at least. So yeah, that's my turn. I already moved and paid to life, so
Yeah.
Travis.
Okay. And nobody has decided to
Can't.
congratulate
It's not
me
a. It's not
my-
a decision.
Right. No,
I've been
I'm just-
drawing cards.
I can see that. And nobody
Yeah,
wishes to congratulate me on all the work I've done.
I
You
wish I
do
could.
want to
man.
stay there so that you can get your
wish I
life
could.
when that is completed.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, also, if I
Yeah.
move off of it, do those cards go away?
No,
Not
because
in a
that's a
multi-person quest. The single-player quests are Lancelot, the dragon, which is the opposite side of Lancelot, and there.
jousting.
Yeah. These are all multiplayer quests, so multiple people can participate in them.
Yeah, anything that has multiple spaces, then you wouldn't be able to fit. Like you wouldn't always remember who had put down what. So
Right.
the cards don't go away.
I mean, we can safely abandon the beach because there's no Saxons on it yet.
Yeah.
Right.
If there are 7 Saxons, then we lose the beach and awful things happen.
But we're at this point.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No Saxons or Picts have joined the fray yet.
Okay. Well, in that case,
You might as well just come back to Camelot. Oh, you can heal yourself by discarding, right?
3 identical cards is the thing.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing that for, theoretically speaking, fight cards, has to be the same numerical value as
Yes.
well?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Have you done something awful yet?
no, I haven't.
Okay.
And that's what I'm thinking about next. So... Yep.
Face down? Oh, it doesn't have the face down option.
No.
Okay. No,
No,
if
it's
played
not.
face down, draw 1 white card. So play it face down. Tell us how awful it is.
It's
It's
pretty
awful.
bad, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty bad.
All right, so Amanda, I'm going to say don't draw 1 if you can avoid it.
I get to look.
Oh, you get to look. Good point. Good point. So, Travis, you get to do something good, which is maybe going
I'm
back
gonna move back to the round table.
Yeah.
It's just it has
and
to
just wait there. Okay.
bide my time.
Amanda. She's thinking hard.
I'm not. I'm looking at
At
things.
life totals, we're all at 2 life. So it would kill any of us.
It wouldn't kill.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's good.
But it wouldn't be good for all of us.
That's nasty. That's a nasty card. But we're going to have to encounter it eventually.
Yeah, I'm going to put out a siege engine. I realize that's not
Okay.
awesome, but I would like us to all stay at our current life totals.
Okay. My turn. Oh, no, you get to do something. Sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said
I'm not
that.
playing games with you anymore. You keep stepping on my turn. I have to put out cards that are more than that total, don't I?
I know.
Like that total needs to be higher. My total needs to be
Yes.
higher than that.
I can assist with this.
Then I can't do it. So instead, I'm going to come out here
Ah, okay. Yep.
because even if that's a 5, all I need to be doing is doing something that's more than 2s. Like,
Yeah.
I could do 2 1s and 2 2s, and I'd be more than
Yeah.
a 5. So I'm going to come out here.
Okay.
Even if it's I assure you, I saw him come out.
And you know
He's not filling out his armor.
Okay, but even if it was the highest it could be, I like in the course of putting out 4 cards, 2 pairs, it would be more than that.
Right.
All right. Now it's
I'm
my
out
turn.
there. Yep.
So I know how awful this awful thing is. I could just pay 1 life, and that's less awful than the awful thing, but it leaves me at 1 life.
If you do that, no one else can draw that card.
Travis, what quest are you going for next?
Depends on what I draw.
Yeah. So, we could at this stage just allow Lancelot to fail. It's got 4 cards on it. One of them is a 5, one is a 3, one is a mystery, but is not good.
We get 1, but we each lose. Or no, only the one who's standing there loses a life, right?
Correct. Yeah. So the disadvantage to letting Lancelot just flat out fail
Is the dragon.
is we never get the armor.
Yeah.
And whoever has the armor, whenever
Gets to
they
scry.
draw a black card, gets to scry, which would mean we could shift some bad stuff to the bottom. So we kind of maybe want that armor, but none of us have...
None of us are in a position to get it.
Yeah. I think we're just going to have to let that fail.
Yeah.
Okay. So that reduces some stress. We're all at 2 life.
Yeah.
Amanda, if she completes that quest, gains
A life.
a life. I feel like eventually we're going to want a Holy Grail.
Yeah,
So
I
I'm
think you're
moving
right.
in that direction. If you would move me over to the... Oh, no, wait, sorry. I have to do something awful first.
Yeah, you do.
I'm going to put out another siege engine. I know, right? Now we've got half the siege engines out already. And then I'm going to move to the Holy Grail. And I'm just going to stay there. Travis.
My hands are kind of tied here, right?
Yeah. I really wish I could help you, man.
I want to check something on Merlin. I don't know if it helps us at all.
You remove siege engines.
This is bad for everyone collectively.
It's true, Merlin does remove siege engines.
Yeah, he
That's
does.
handy.
And putting it off, that requires putting another siege engine on the field, which we're...
No, we're okay.
I have the potential ability to remove 2 siege engines.
Really? You should perhaps trade those with somebody who can trade them
Yeah.
with me in the future.
Yeah, I can...
How about we think about that?
So, something awful happens first.
Yeah,
Okay,
siege
well,
engine, I
another
guess.
siege engine comes out. There we go.
And
then if you
hey,
wanna put
would
that
you
out.
like a thing? I know a guy.
Yeah, you know a guy. who
I
knows
know a guy.
Well, I too know a guy.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's actually quite good for me.
Good. I'm glad. So I guess I'm going to draw 2 cards as I intended to this entire time.
Still no celebration?
Still no celebrations.
All right, that's fine.
And that was my action, so that's
I mean,
it.
you could pay 1 life, discard 3 of the same, and regain a life, right?
And that's an option. It's a bad option.
It is a bad option. Amanda. Oh,
right.
yeah. Hand size.
I'm not at 12 yet, so
Okay.
it's okay. So a bad thing is going to happen.
Okay.
I took a hit.
Oh, you're at 1 life. Okay,
Yeah.
so now we really, really can't hit the top of that
Yeah, you
deck.
can't.
All right. My turn. Correct?
Yep.
Okay.
You do get a free action to play a card.
But that's during my... I
Yeah.
have to do... Something awful has to happen first. I guess I'll pay a life. Not being able to do something about this. All right, now I'll take a free action. Merlin gets rid of a siege engine. And now I'll play a card out here. And now it's Travis's turn. Yes.
Well, the cool fashionable thing is just to take damage now.
Well, I mean, you could put out a siege engine.
If we're committed to it.
Yeah, whatever.
The thing is that I know a guy.
Excellent.
You know a guy.
I do know a guy who knows a guy, and I think I may wish to connect and network.
Okay.
Let you maybe know the
Introduce
guy
the
as
guy.
well.
I would
To a
very
guy?
much like that. In exchange, I'm a fan, or I am a man of few fingers. How few works for you?
Look, I mean, I'm just saying, all you really need is like your pinky and your thumb, and then
Okay.
that's
Throwing up some
sufficient.
horns.
You know, you mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Here you go.
So there's that, and I'll introduce you to that guy.
Yep,
my
that
buddy.
guy is a pal. All right.
All right, and so I am going to draw 2 cards.
Wow. Okay. Yep. Come on, deck.
Is it party
Eventually.
time? Is it party time?
Excellent.
No.
No party. And this is awful.
This is terrible.
All right. I mean, we've got like 4 turns that Amanda's going to be where, or 3 more turns that Amanda's going to be where she is.
Yeah, I gotta put out a siege engine. I can't take another hit, and I'm not. That card kills us both.
Yeah.
So, or kills us all.
Yeah.
That loses the game.
Yeah.
So
that's what's happening. That's fine. Everything's fine. Take your action. Excellent. My turn. I put out a siege engine. I take a free action. As my main action, I do that.
you know, Travis, I know a guy.
Do you?
And now
I
it's
do.
King Arthur's turn again. And King Arthur puts out a siege engine.
He's a good buddy,
This is awful.
and he's
we
really,
are
really good with siege
so
engines.
doomed. I think, guys, that we are not going
Yeah,
to
I
win
think
this
we're.
game.
I think we're doomed.
Not being able to play the black deck is just totally messing with the game.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
We
So-
should have just
so-
let it happen earlier.
So if you want to introduce me to him, you
Yeah,
know, I'll
sure.
just-
I will. I would love to introduce you to this guy.
Yeah,
he's
it's-
great. Cool.
Yeah. All right. So I am going to play a special card, Messenger. Pass 1, 2, 3 white cards from your hand to the knight of your choice.
Nice.
Sir Galahad, the Brave.
Yes.
Yeah, Galahad. Do you know a bunch of
Cards
guys?
To me. Awesome. Okay. This, I can make this work. Thank you.
Yeah. That's
That was your action.
Was he real thirsty?
He was real thirsty.
He was real thirsty.
So much thirst.
that guy you knew. He came bearing gifts.
Yeah. All right, siege engine.
Yep.
I
can't take
it
a
has
hit.
to happen. Yep.
I told him to go to the packy before he went along.
All right, and then one card. Amanda's next turn, she's going to gain some life and some cards. That'll help. My turn. Siege engine.
This is really hard.
Free action.
Yeah.
Grail. Travis.
Uh-huh.
Siege engine.
Yeah.
Draw cards? Do you know any more guys?
I don't know any guys at this point.
All my guys are on vacation, man.
Oh, this is...
This is horrible. We're gonna die.
Yeah. Because Amanda's going to have to put out a siege engine. That ends the game.
That's 2.
Yeah, but Travis has to do something awful now.
Yeah, I have to do something awful first, right?
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah, we all die if you play the black deck.
That totally destroyed us.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Wow.
It was everyone
Wow,
loses.
game.
Everyone
Well
loses
then.
1 life if we draw that card.
Well, sure.
Wait. Before you do that. No, it's too late.
Could you sacrifice yourself?
Yeah, he could pay 1 life.
I could.
Yeah, he could pay 1 life. Zoop. You're dead.
There's no 0.
King Arthur is dead. Your entire hand is discarded.
Throw
But
him
that
over
stays on
over
top of the
table.
deck because you didn't draw it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Yep, so.
Amanda plays a siege engine
Yep.
and then completes a quest. We've got 2 white swords.
What happened?
I assume you beat this guy.
Yeah, I beat him.
That's discarded.
And I get 3 white cards. Hey Travis, guess what?
Congratulations!
I'm gonna have a party.
High five!
Oh no. Alright.
Oh my god, this would have been such a good card to have at some point earlier. Clairvoyance. Draw the first 5 cards from the top of the black draw pile and reorder them as you wish. Could have shipped that card to the, further down.
At
in the
least
deck.
put it
Back
off
at
for a while.
The round table.
What?
You move
Oh.
back to the round table and you gain some life.
I gain a life.
A life, okay. Then it's my turn.
Yeah.
You can do it.
You can
can
I
do
mean,
it.
the thing is, that card is still there.
Yeah. That's. I mean,
Yeah. Wow. That was
that was not
rough.
so thrilling. Do you want to play again?
Oh man.
One more?
Oh,
It's not
almost
even 9 o'clock
9.
yet. Oh man.
So I had, until then, I had 3 Grail cards and a bunch of 1s and 3s.
Yeah, I had 2
I had
1s
nothing.
and 2 grails at the end of the game.
Whew.
Those siege engines start really ramping up.
Well, yeah, when you're going 3 around,
Yeah.
because nobody can draw the black card.
I was like, man, we are low on life.
That was vicious.
But then we were paying life to do things.
Yeah.
Having only 4 hit points is
It's a tough game. It's not an
it's
easy
not
game.
an easy game.
But that was probably the worst possible card to have on top of that deck. If we had gotten Lancelot's armor, we could have shipped it away.
Or if I had drawn that if any of us had drawn that clairvoyance card earlier on,
Toss that into the white deck.
we could have shipped it. Or if we had gotten it early when we all had full health, before
Yeah.
we had paid health
Yeah.
to do stuff, we would have been able to
So
do a whole lot
strategizing
more.
for the next time we play this game, because I probably will play this game again.
A postmortem.
I'm not
Yeah.
done with it.
No, neither am I. I definitely enjoy it and I want to play it again.
Definitely building your hand is important.
Yeah, but
need
you
get
have to
a
be
lot of
doing
good
stuff.
stuff. I feel like the Saxons and the Picts are the good way to start out winning a couple of quests early.
And I do think that, hindsight being 2020, there was
Do you want to pass me the other 2 knights?
perhaps I shouldn't have ventured off without the 5 in hand.
Yeah.
Again, hindsight being 2020.
I mean,
Fortunately
you
for that
had
one, you
that
can
ability.
leave and it just sort of stays, and you can go
well,
get
and
more cards.
that's why I figured I was like, oh, surely somebody will come across another 5 at some point, and we'll just be able to
And
swap it with a
apparently no.
special power, and it never came up.
Yeah, very strange. The deck did not like us that game. Did not like us at all. Whew. Harsh.
Oh, sorry.
That was
also,
rough.
more white
I'm
cards.
sorry, chat. That was kind of brutal.
That was.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Oof.
But
That was a 5 there. I don't know. I used all my Merlins. We could have been using some of those to get rid
Yeah.
of that. So is that literally the worst possible card?
I mean, I don't think it's the worst possible card at all. It's just at the time we were so low health because
Yeah,
we had
we-
all
we-
paid health to get extra actions, so none of us were particularly flush with health.
Yeah.
Like, we could have used Piety. That would have been a helpful card for someone to have had. Clairvoyance would have been super useful to have,
Yep.
just because it would have
I think,
helped us move stuff around.
Game with more players, it's easier because you have more than 3 special abilities to work with.
Yeah, the more
and if
people you
coordinate
have-
with the other players, that makes it easier.
More bad stuff is happening, but there are a lot of other abilities that you have to
Like Sir
play
Kay
around
can just
with
sit in Camelot and
and
fight
get
the
rid
siege
of
engines.
siege engines. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the traitor's ability is literally called Taunt the Knights.
Yep.
Yeah, once you've revealed yourself as the traitor. I think with
I
the
will
difficulty of
taunt
this
you
game,
a second time.
with the way this game works and the difficulty level of the game, it does not take much work to betray people. It, just a relatively innocuous thing like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't have the card that you need.
Yeah.
Right.
You can doom everybody. So I have not played this game with a traitor,
Or
but I'd imagine
guys, I'm
that,
putting this face down because I really need the white card, but it's no big deal.
yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
like
worry, but that would
like-
immediately
Ew.
reveal you as the traitor when somebody fought that.
But if you put it early on in
Yeah.
a quest that no one was going after right
Oh,
away,
let me have your hit point.
like even something like that, like the Black Knight there, that was the first card that came out for the Black
Yeah.
Knight. Nothing else came up, and it still takes you another 4 turns to lay down the
Exactly.
other cards there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was he's weak.
like it's 5 turns to get that one.
Right.
And yeah.
Yeah, and if you're laying it down as the first one, you're like, it's a weak card, just the white cards would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it
I feel like getting Lancelot's armor may be something you want to try earlier,
yeah.
but
And-
you need to have a good hand. You need
And
to
I had
have-
1s and 3s, but I
Yeah.
didn't. But by the time that I could have gotten over there to do it, it wasn't a high enough total to actually win that quest.
And the other thing too is, in the event that multiple people are laying down face down cards, though, you do shuffle the face down
Yeah.
cards before revealing them, as
Oh,
to
that's
not
true.
give away.
That's true. So you don't
know.
know who the traitor
So
was. Yeah.
I'm just going to go through the special
So
abilities.
everyone, of course.
Oh,
gets
sure.
it.
Let's see the other special abilities.
So Sir Kay says, if you are on a quest, when combat ends, you may play 1 additional white card after the black cards have been revealed. So, yeah, you can just sit out here and add a card if you didn't get enough.
Right. So you roll the die. You play your low cards. You roll the die, and then you play a high card if you need to.
Yeah. Super, super useful. Yeah, I think
You still need to have a lot of cards in hand.
Jen had that the
Yeah.
last time, and it was very, very useful. Sir Palamedes, which is who I had the last time I played. For each victorious quest you are on, when the quest ends, gain 1 additional life point.
Oh,
Nice.
So basically, I could just bounce around
Go to whatever quest is about to be
and
completed.
gain life points, which meant that I could take hits a lot more instead of turning over black cards, which was very useful. Sir Gawain, if you choose to draw white cards at the round table, draw 3 instead of 2, which would work well with King Arthur because he'd be getting extra cards and
Yeah.
handing them off,
Yeah.
and then King Arthur could be handing them off to Galahad. Sir Tristan, for you, departing the round table is a free move. So, yeah,
You
very
get
nice.
An extra move, basically, when you're starting out on a quest.
Yeah. Galahad,
Yep.
you may play a special white card for free, and
So useful.
Percival, you can scry at the black deck.
Well, it wasn't fully a scry because you can't
Yeah.
discard. You just
But
know
you can
what
look
the top
at
of the
it.
black deck is. Man,
That was rough.
I'm gonna switch to wide angle. That was a short and brutal
Yeah, that
session
was.
today.
That was just nasty.
There we go. Hi guys. I do really love this game. When we played it with Jen and folks, with Sarah and Jen, it was a closer game.
Yeah.
Like we basically
We had 5 people playing.
Yeah. We got to a point where we knew we could win, and we were like, okay, we were out of time. Amanda and I had a long drive,
Yeah.
so we couldn't stay
I feel
around.
like I know we had Arthur. I know I was playing Palamedes. I know we had Kay. Do you remember who you were playing? Do you remember what your special
Can't
power
remember.
was?
I can't remember. Whatever it was,
I feel like
wasn't
we had
using it
Sir
well.
Tristan.
As a 3-player game, the rulebook does sort of outright suggest
Don't have a traitor.
it's
Yeah.
It strongly recommends
It's-
don't have a traitor.
and even beyond that, because it does say like, hey, you're feeling comfortable, you're feeling good, throw in the traitor card. It's a low probability that you get it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you really think that'd be interesting. And then at that point, with 3 players, it says do not actually look at your loyalty card until 6 swords are at the table.
Yeah, so you're not actually trying to betray anyone.
Not
right away.
actively from the start,
Yeah.
because I think that would be pretty well impossible odds to
That
work
game
against.
kicked our butts
But,
without a traitor.
But it says even at a flat 3 players, like it's rough going.
Yeah.
It
It's a
does
challenge.
it does
Yeah,
Three
It's a
players
challenge.
is a tough one.
and pair that with some unlucky draws and such. Not to, I definitely could have played things better too. Not to blame everything on the luck of the draw.
But a
But
lot of it is. I
Well,
mean, there was
learn it.
definitely
It's
some-
your first time
Yeah,
playing. I
it-
think
yeah.
this is one of those games where when you play it for the
not gonna
first
win it the
time,
first
you're
time.
probably not going to win.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely a game that takes a couple of sessions to figure out.
you could definitely say that of a lot of cooperative games, whether it be
Yeah.
Pandemic,
Yeah.
Hot Shots, Flashpoint.
Yeah.
If it's your first foray, you're not really thinking of optimized game turns yet or anything.
Yeah,
that
no.
like. So
This box is relatively well designed. I just haven't figured out how everything goes into it best.
So here's the thing. I think the dice are actually go like in there.
out in that tray.
But the problem is the bag isn't long
Put them
enough
on
to
top
hold
of
them.
on top of the white cards.
There we go.
That'll work. And then we'll just cram everything else in here. I think you're right. I think that's where they're supposed to go, but
Yeah,
John
that's not
didn't
how
have
John
them there,
had them, so we'll leave them the
It's
way
his
he
game.
had it. It's his. We are respectful of our friends' games.
So-
Thank you, John, for letting us borrow the game.
Yes.
thank you.
Tomorrow is Amanda's birthday.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Amanda. And that means that we are going to be here streaming because she is a nerd and she wants to stream games during her birthday.
Pretty much. And my friend Sarah is going to be joining us. We are picking her up from the train in the morning. And our friends Nate and Allie are going to be coming by at some point, hopefully, and hanging out. So I'm planning on playing, I want to play Flip Ships. I want to play some Harry Potter. I would love to play another game of Fallout. So yeah, I'm going to be playing games with friends for my birthday. That's the plan. And Andy has the day off. Andy took the day off, so he's going to be able to come up and join us.
Yep.
I was talking to Sarah earlier, and she was like, "What time do you want to meet?" And I was like, "Well, I don't remember what time Andy has to be at work, but we'll probably be leaving like no later than 10." And I was like, "Wait, I'm an idiot."
Yeah, I took
Andy
the day
took
off.
the day off. We can leave when
Took the
we
day off
want.
and you're still going to Battleground.
Yeah.
This is where I would want to be on my day off.
I mean, you took the day off because of my birthday.
I did.
And I'm the one who said I want to spend my birthday at the store playing games. So that was my choice. I mean, you would have taken the day off anyway, but, we could have taken the day off and gone into the city or something, but
So we don't know
Nope.
exactly when we're going to start that stream.
I would say
But-
probably somewhere around noonish.
Noonish.
Noonish
If you
sounds like
want
the plan.
to, I'm not going to schedule an event for it, so you won't get a reminder that way. But if you are following the channel, if you click the little button up there and follow, then when we go live, you'll get a notification. So that's an easy way to be there for that event tomorrow. And hang out with us while we play some games all day. Travis,
So-
I'd imagine you won't be able to join us because
I will.
you
I
have
will
lots
not.
of family
I will-
obligations.
It's the holiday season.
Yep.
I'm sure you're aware, and so I will not. I will not be joining you. I'll be seeing you in 2018 at that point.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm guessing I'm not going to be available next week, but
We'll find
are
figure
you
it out.
planning streaming normally on the 29th?
I believe we'll be streaming on the 29th.
I won't put a firm answer on it
Yeah.
right now.
I have not put up a survey because what I want to do on the 29th is dependent on what we open for Christmas. So there's a strong possibility that what we do will be based on that. So leave it there.
Yeah. You want to play with your new toys as soon as possible.
Exactly.
I think anybody can appreciate that sentiment. So I won't firmly commit one way or the other. And I think we're out of the holiday woods at that point.
Yeah.
I may be good, but I'll coordinate.
There's a
I'll let you know on Discord.
minor, small possibility that my father will be able to join us on stream. That would be
Right,
pretty
your dad will be
incredible.
around
Yeah, my
for that.
father is visiting from California, so that would be very cool. if he
Exciting
was able
times
to-
indeed, then.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. But in the meantime, I guess we'll bring this stream to an ignominious and early close.
It happens.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah. I'm not like flipping the table.
some
I
days
would
you
have
beat the
liked to
game,
get
some
further.
days the game wins.
Yeah.
At least
3 player
We
is
did-
definitely much harder in this.
Travis and I did beat flip ships earlier
Yes.
today, so I feel like I've got a win under my belt for today anyway.
that wasn't on camera, but that was
No,
the
we
good.
did do it was a really great game of flip ships. I kind
Amanda's
of wish
getting
we
really
had
good
been.
at flip ships.
I played a solo game of flip ships where I played as 4 players, and I just played all 4 players because I wanted to see if it was possible. What I learned is that when you play as all 4 players, you get really good at flipping those ships because you're just literally flipping the discs over and over and over and over again, and you are able to dial in on the distances you need in a way that you just can't when you're playing with other people. So, yeah. But I was able to get 2 consecutive hits on the mothership, which was awesome. It was really good.
and so-
After Travis wiped out the entire board, which was super cool. We left 1 ship up,
Yeah.
and then I took out the mothership, and then Travis took out the last ship. It was awesome.
And so next time, because there will be a next time. This game is
Definitely,
just,
yeah.
it's too fun.
Flip
not
Fist is too
to.
good. Yeah.
We're moving off the trainee level.
Yeah, we're
Oh, okay.
Travis and I.
Taking off the training wheels.
Yes.
We've done the training mission a few times
I mean,
now.
a victory is a victory. Regardless
We
of
did
what
it.
level, we won. But let's.
I think it's time that we up the difficulty.
Yes.
Okay.
And now,
time.
now what happens is the mothership starts doing the Papa Shot basketball game. It just starts retracting forward and backward.
That's gonna be fun.
Little diagonal shimmies.
Yeah.
We'll have to get a special S table for it, but it'll be fun.
We'll have to play
Put it on
Kemble's
a
Cascade
spring.
at some point. Have you seen Kemble's Cascade?
I have not. What is this?
Kemble's Cascade is another based on the video game sort of game,
Yeah.
which is very much Galaga. And like flip ships, it has a wall of enemy ships coming towards you, and your ship moves out into the space and shoots things. It's cool.
I'm already intrigued. At least I'll have to look it up.
There's a demo copy down there, I think.
Yeah, there is.
Is there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, I think we're going to call it a night. Thank you, folks who joined us for the chat
Yes.
and for the game tonight. I realize that it being the holidays, probably people have a lot of other things going on. This will be up as a VOD, and it will be in our YouTube channel. So
Yes.
hello to everybody who's watching in the future.
Yeah,
and was
regardless of
unable
when
to
you're
join us
choosing to
today.
watch us, we
Yeah.
appreciate that you stopped by.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I hope that we'll have some folks to play games with us tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
Even if no one is watching at the time, I am hoping to just have fun with my friends, hang out, chill.
if we get some folks in chat, we'll have to play Dark Stories with Chad again, because that was so much fun when we did that.
That was so much fun. I would love to play Dark Stories with Chad again. I would love if we had time to play Mysterium with Chad again, because that was super awesome.
That was super awesome.
That was a really fun game to play.
Because our good friend in chat, DG Dell, made it a fun time. All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Thanks for joining us.
Good night.
We'll see you tomorrow.